welcome to BF Adventure. I'm Adrian Richards. I have the privilege of being the Chief Exec and overseeing the charity here. And hopefully today we can tell you a little bit about the charity, what we're doing, show you the site and give you a really good run through of some of the amazing opportunities and support we can offer to young people in the county. So BF Adventure, the charity, has been here at BF Adventure Goody Gray near Penryn for over 30 years now. It's 60 acres of former quarrying site. We've got 5 giant pits in the ground, big old quarries, a fantastic array of activity equipment, activities and outdoor education opportunities. We'll give you a quick tour today, show you a little bit of what we've got, what we do and how we support young people and how we also raise funds to deliver that support and give you an idea of what's on offer. So this is the heart of the charity. We're the ultimate in reduce, reuse and repurpose. All these buildings around us are donated to the charity. They're all former work buildings. They were based at Culdrose. They're all now converted and upcycled. So they're our office, our admin. We've got space to support and work with young people. We've got a music room, a sensory room. We've got an art room, lots of breakout space. So lots of indoor space if the weather's really horrific. But really what we do here at BF is support people in the outdoors with this fantastic site we've got. So if I give you a quick tour, I'll show you what we've got. So like I said, this is the heart of the charity here. I'm going to take you to the bottom here where we've got phenomenal views over Falmouth Estuary and the first of our sort of activity areas. Now, charity started back in the late 80s and my little pet story is the then Bishop of Truro, in the middle of the week, middle of the day, middle of Truro, walks out the cathedral and finds a group of young people not engaged in education, employment, training, no real direction, not sure what to do with themselves, no support available for them. And he actually thought, right, we've got to do something about this. What can we do? What support can we find? And with a combination of support from the council, from statutory services, from the children in care teams, they actually got their heads together, thought, right, we need to find something where we can get them out of the city, do something exciting, give them some skills, motivate them, engage them, and just do something a bit different. And they found this site, so we're just outside of Penryn, like I said, 60 acres, untouched for years. The quarrying really stopped in the sort of 60s, 70s, and it's a safe space basically to come and do stuff. So they came here, did some motorcycle cross, did some activities, and gradually the charity sort of built on that basis of engaging young people in the outdoors with positive activities to give them life skills, give them transferable skills, and actually we go all the way through now to accredited qualifications, work placements, traineeships and apprenticeships as well. So it's all based on the outdoors, and in this area beneath us we've got everything from our double zip wire here that just runs left to right. Down at the bottom we've got a team building low ropes course. We've got nature trails, forest school areas, sensory areas, and even though we've got the expensive kit and the high stuff, some of the most fun we can have is on the low-tech stuff. So those little sheets that you see running in the distance down there, that's our water slide built by our young people, for our young people. Best fun you can have on a dry or a wet day. So it's kind of low-tech, high-tech, all built around empowering, motivating and giving people confidence. So you've got a young person, doesn't believe in themselves, maybe got really low self-esteem, real confidence issues, but also got a bit of a fear of heights. We can work with that young person, support them, and before you know it, they're throwing themselves down the zip wire, flying like a super person, loving life, and really starting to see actually what they can achieve if they face those fears and overcome them. So it's kind of a little idea of what we do with the kit. Equally, someone's having a hard day, they've got some literacy, numeracy studies they need to do. Actually, at the end of that day, they can come out, get the harness on, have some fun on the zip wire. So it's that little bit of sort of stick and carrot approach as well. Works brilliantly for everyone. So that's just a little taste of what we've got, and I'll show you our main quarry now. Ideal. So welcome to the Adventure Quarry. This is, well, a whole new world to explore. So we think this was quarried from the 1800s, and effectively they built the ultimate big boy and big girl playground for us. So we've got a whole range of team building activities, shrinking island, wooden wall games, loads of trees and paths to explore. Got big swing bridges, lots of climbing walls. So we've got low-level activities, and you can pond dip here. We've got like 2,000 goldfish and all sorts of amphibians living in the quarries, all accessible by wheelchair. For our climbing, we've got a whole range of climbing abseil routes, and the abseil tower here is designed to be accessible for wheelchair users. So anyone that faces additional challenges, we can basically facilitate access to the walls, to the whole quarry really. Fantastic. And we're firm believers in the learn outside the classroom approach and having fun. So you may have done that exercise where you've got a farmer and a boat that's got to cross the river, and he's got the fox, the grain, and the chicken. How does he get them there? He can only take one thing at a time. Normally you'd sit and do that on a piece of paper and try and work out how to do it. Here we'll dress you up as a chicken and there'll be a fox, and you have to do it across the river. So we can kind of bring that sort of adventure and that learning to life. And we've got adventure trails and island crossing games. And our newest addition is our Via Ferrata course, which starts at the back of the quarry, runs across the quarry faces here, and then we've got the big 70-metre suspension bridge above us. Best of all, up on the cliff overlooking the whole quarry, we've got the Via Ferrata Cafe, which is open to the public. So a brilliant opportunity for people to come in, have an adventure, have a piece of cake. And what that cafe does is 10% of all its income, all its takings come back to the charity. And that's what helps basically fund us do the work we do with Cornwall's vulnerable children. So this is our sort of crowning jewel. This is our Canoe Quarry where we do all our water sports. So we've got everything here from stand-up paddleboarding, canoeing, kayaking, raft building. We even teach people that have got no water confidence or skills to swim, get them out their depth, get them diving for hidden treasures at the bottom of the quarry. And we also do our own version of tombstoning, which is now called coasteering. So we teach people to do it safely, professionally in our quarry environment. So lots of challenges that you'll see as you come around the corner. So it's a great test for your sea legs in here. This time of year, the water's still about 15 to 20 degrees on a good day, so it's beautiful to go for a swim. Get a bit chilly midwinter, but we tend to just stick with all the activities above the water level in the winter. But in the summer, it's like bath temperature in here. We get the water tested, it's drinking water quality. So again, we can throw people in with abandon into this quarry. The quarry itself is about 100 metres across. It's 6 metres deep on the far wall. And if you can see it against the sunlight, we've got a whole series of platforms on the far quarry wall that we use for jumping off. And that top platform is about 6 metres high. So it's pretty challenging and looks super high when you're up there, but it gives you an idea of the scale. And if you look to the very top of the quarry, we've got the little platform over there, and that's the top of our zip wire. That's the finale for the Via Ferrata course that we've got. And the Via Ferrata route in here runs all the way across this quarry face here. So there's about 150 metres of a little bit like sort of a Go Ape course. It's like a high wire course with lots of challenges, lots of steps, lots of stretches to take yourself across this quarry face, and you'll climb up and then launch across that zip wire. So yeah, pretty exciting. A lot of the work we do at BF Adventure is supporting local groups, local school groups, youth groups. They can come and stay on site, and actually residentially we can have up to 150 young people staying. But what we've got now is a whole range of camping cabins with bunk beds in. So it's basically like posh camping, guaranteed a dry night, so we can bring groups right through the year. And we've got a really nice dedicated sort of education and dining facility here. So any groups that are staying have got a really nice permanent base. Lots of groups also come out, use it through the days, so they can bring their teams out or they can come and do some sessions here. There's a really nice story behind this building. As a charity, we obviously struggle for funds. We knew we needed a facility. We didn't have the money and we couldn't borrow the money to build it. So we did our own sort of DIY SOS. We couldn't find Nick Knowles and the Children in Need team. So we got the local Rotary Association, local businesses involved. And we basically begged, stealed and borrowed this entire building. And there's a little notice on the board here that gives you all the names, all the supporters that helped us build it. So it was everybody from Truro Timber Frames who gave us the structure of the building, loads of building organisations, loads of donors. The tiles on the roof we actually took off a building that was due to be knocked down and condemned. So we sort of rescued those, and it's an amazing facility. And again, it's got a nice sustainable log burner in the corner, which we feed from offcuts of donated wood and trees on site. So it's nice and warm in the winter. And again, it just means all year we've got a fantastic base for groups and activities on site. There's even a barbecue pizza oven. Can't go wrong. So this is our basically all-weather space. Again, we were really fortunate. We got lots of grant support and business support to build this. And the Wooden Spoon, the children's charity for rugby, actually funded us to put in a fantastic world-class climbing wall at the end. So it's basically our all-winter indoor covered space, so we can bring groups in here, do all sorts of activities, and actually really focus on their climbing skills as well. But it does mean if you come and we support you and you do one of our programs, whatever the weather, we can keep you dry and warm, and you can still have some fun, test yourselves, and develop some really good skills. So we're at the top of the site now, which is all open to the public. On this part of the site, we've got really nice facilities. We've got nature trails and dog walking trails that's open to everyone. And most importantly, we've got an amazing cafe run by Ashley and the team at Cornish Barista, and it overlooks the quarry we took you around earlier. So we're looking down now over the Adventure Quarry at the start of the Via Ferrata course and our Burma suspension bridge. Fantastic views in the distance, right down the coast to St Austell, looking over Falmouth and St Maurs.
So I'm Ashley and Susie. We run the Cornish Barista that runs the cafe here on site. We're big on handmade cakes and locally sourced food. It's a great spot for dog walking, chilling out, and 10% of everything we take through the till head straight to BF Adventure.
My name's Elle Warren and I'm the Charity Business Manager at BF Adventure, which means that I head up all the Skills for Life programmes, which is kind of the core charity work that we do here. We run a variety of different programmes. I guess the main thing that we run is the Learn Differently programme, where really we support children and young people that have mainly been referred through social work or through their schools because they find that mainstream education is quite difficult, maybe because some of their learning disabilities or from some of the trauma that they faced in the past. We're part of an alternative education package for them. So they might come here 1 day a week, 2 days a week, a morning. We run that programme in we run sort of one-to-one sessions or paired provision or small group work, depending on the needs of the young people, really. And then also, so that's the majority of our work. And then we do, well, part of my role is to get funding in so that we can offer funded programmes for children and young people that maybe schools and social work can't fund them because they don't reach thresholds. So we run a couple of different head out programmes, one for young people that are struggling with their mental ill health, some sort of low level anxiety, perhaps that's impacting on their school attendance, and another head out programme for young people that are experiencing kind of some identity questions maybe, so for LGBTQ young people, and they're both 6-week programmes with some sort of outreach and some transition stuff to support them to take their learning back into their school environment. We also do a lot of work with families who like maybe it's about them getting out and spending some quality time together. Maybe there's a particular issue that needs to be resolved. That's funded from a variety of different settings. And we've recently, well, last year we started Venture Ed, which is a 16 plus programme, 16 to 18-year-olds. And that's an accredited programme for those that are not in any form of education, employment or training at the time, and that they work towards a level 1 qualification. So once again, that's a 6 to 10 week programme. So yeah, that's the majority of our work, I guess. Absolutely love my job. Could it be any better? It's outdoors, the team are fantastic. There's lots of opportunities to kind of grow and develop the programmes that we run in order to make a difference and not get stuck in kind of ruts. We can change as the needs change, so it's fairly dynamic. And, you know, I don't know, the team are brilliant. I think one of the things that I really enjoy about it is we know that what we do works, and one of the things we've been working really hard on is trying to identify what it is that we actually do and why that works. And I guess that's been part of my role, trying to pin that down. And so we've kind of defined our approach as a team, and I guess we would describe it as sort of trauma-informed youth work in the outdoors. So we take the kind of the 3 different settings, that make sure that, you know, it's based upon kind of that child development needs, that we're meeting the needs of the young people that really kind of maybe other people don't understand quite where they're coming from. So we really try and work on that in that trauma-informed approach. And then the youth work, which is my particular background, which is about, you know, starting where young people are at and kind of engaging them in those educational opportunities and really respecting them for who they are. And then obviously the outdoors, which gives all of that additional benefits of, you know, the feel-good factor of being outside and engaging young people in being able to get wet and muddy and just really throw themselves at stuff. That's without even, you know, offering the zip wire and the climbing and all the rest of it, which is just like icing on the top, really. So yeah, love my job. It's amazing.
Hi, my name's Eliza. I'm a team leader on our and a Skills for Life instructor here.
My name's Evie. I'm an apprentice outdoor instructor here.
Yeah, so I guess my role is to support the young people, mainly the ones that come on our Learn Differently programme. I work one-to-one with these young people, or sometimes it involves leading small groups, and it is definitely a very varied role. No 2 days are the same. One day might be out and about enjoying like the nature here or something really calm, and another day we might be doing something crazy like jumping off a cliff on the Via Ferrata course or something. So yeah, definitely varied.
I work more with like the groups that come in on the commercial side. So we do like school groups and residentials and things, and then also we have the Via Ferrata, which is really cool. They built that last year, so we have quite a lot of commercial groups that come in and do that as well. It's just cool that we get to be outside the whole time. Like it's an amazing site and there's so much of it. And yeah, just different activities. It's nice that we get, like Eliza said, no 2 days are the same, like, because you'll have different groups, different activities. So it's nice, like it all mixes it up a bit. Yeah, working with different types of people, which is cool.
And I really like that here we have the time and the space to really build like quite long-term, long-lasting connections with our young people. We're also given lots of freedom to bring to the role, like what everyone brings something different to it, and I think the young people really pick up on that. And I think, yeah, again, that diversity, we're a really diverse team in what our skills and interests are. So I really like that, yeah, we're given the space to be ourselves in the job. I also think it's worth saying that BF definitely feels like a bit of a family. It's a very supportive environment, both for the young people, but also for staff that are here?
Yeah, so we have the group delivery side. We've sort of been working apart a bit recently, mostly because of COVID, I think. But yeah, we have the group delivery side, which is, yeah, like I said, sort of residentials and stuff. And then the charity.
Yeah, but all of their work supports the work that we do. So everyone that comes along to your stuff,
yeah, so like
financially supports
yeah.
the work that we do. So we're two separate teams, but we're also
working together,
which is great, and learning off each other all the time, I'm sure. And then, yeah, so my side, we will also be doing the activities, but we maybe take it a bit at each young person's own pace, and can tailor it quite specifically to what the young people need.
It was quite cool. With our apprenticeship, we did lots of training for like January, February and March. So it's cool, like getting to know each activity quite well. Probably the Via Ferrata, just because you see a lot on, like, when you're on the tour, when people are on the tour, they see quite a lot of the site, which is quite cool, and it's like got really good views. Yeah.
I think in the summer, I really like being down in some of the more wild parts of the site. So we've got some really cool bushcraft areas off the beaten track, really. I love just being down there, being surrounded by the trees. It feels like you're really in nature. Some of the young people laugh at how much nature I point out to them, like a bit of bird watching. And in the winter, I really like that we've also got the opportunity to do some work indoors. I like the art room. I like spending time being creative and staying warm.
BF Adventure, the charity, probably supports about 5,000 young people each year. So a lot of those young people come in for specialist support in term time. Lots of local schools come in. We're also open to the public. But the big opportunity we've got right now is for 16 to 18-year-olds, and it's the National Citizen Scheme. So this half term, October half term, starting Saturday 23rd, we've got an amazing programme, 3 full days of activities, so you do everything on site, including the Via Ferrata course. You then do a few days looking at entrepreneurship, working with the community, finding out the challenges that Cornwall is facing, learning lots of life skills, so amazing stuff for CV, really relevant experience and skills if you're looking at UCAS qualification for university, if you're looking at really boosting your CV for job applications. And then actually we'll take you into the community, and the young people get to do a social action project with a charity or a community project of their choice and really make a difference. So it's a 2-week programme. Most of it's built over the half term, no cost whatsoever. All of it starts with the amazing activities on site here, and it is perfect for skill building, for CV and for UCAS applications, and it's completely free. It's part of the national government scheme, the NCS programme. You can find all about it just by Googling NCS or going to wearencs.com. And if you're concerned about, is it any good, is it worth doing, you can see the reviews from over 600,000 other young people that have done the NCS scheme over the last 10 years. Here we've probably supported at least 500 young people over the last 5 years to do it with amazing feedback. So really it's a plea, if you're 16 to 18 or you know anyone of that age that would benefit or be interested, it's a once in a lifetime fully funded opportunity, and they don't come around that often. Please get in touch with BF Adventure NCS or just the NCS website, We Are NCS. We don't want anyone to miss out.